They didn't say shit. They're like, you gotta let him go. It's Everlast.
Did you ever get stoned with Phil Hartman?
No, I didn't.
Were you getting high back then?
Damn.
No, I never got high back then.
Did he?
That was the back. Yes, he did. That was back then the day, and I felt bad that he was getting high. That's how silly I was. This is in the, I eat wheatgrass juice every day and exercise, and I barely drink days. I used to think until I was like in my 30s to like, I think I was 30 or 31. I used to think that pot made you stupid. So this was back in the pot made you stupid days.
Right.
But Hartman was having a lot of problems with his wife, and they would fight a lot. And the one thing that he said always made it better is if he went and got high. He said, if I got high, he goes, then I can be more patient with her. I can talk to her. And I was thinking, this poor guy has to be drugged up in order to have a good time.
Wow.
Like, how sad
and you
is
could have
that?
been getting stoned with this poor guy and fucking like on hand gliding.
Totally
and
could have been. Could have been getting high with him.
Combing each other's hair.
It's so weird how anything
I hung out with him a bunch of times, though.
You've never really been through something. You just look at people like, oh, it's such a shame.
Well, I knew a lot of kids when I was growing up that were doing drugs, and they all turned out to be losers. And I was absolutely terrified of being a loser. And my entire high school career, from the time I was 15 on, I was fighting competitively in martial arts tournaments. That's all I did. And I knew that partying and doing drugs and anything that I fucked up my body with, it was going to be really bad on my performance, and I was going to get hurt. I was going to get knocked out. So I always associated any sort of drugs, anything like pot, anything that makes you lazy, you're just going to get your ass kicked if you fuck with that stuff. That's how I put it in my head. I put it in my head that it was for losers and lazy
And you just
people.
left it there.
Just left it there. So even though, Phil Hartman is a multi-millionaire, I'm like, poor guy's got to smoke pot.
Yeah, because your preconceived ideas are set.
Yeah.
But if you came to it fresh and somebody said, hey, and you just came to the world where you hadn't seen, but you saw these really cool people doing it, you're like, no, I'm pretty sure the cool people are doing it.
Yeah, he never really put it in the same perspective that Eddie Bravo did. When Eddie Bravo, the way he put it into, it was much more that like pot is beneficial, much more like pot's giving him all this positive things and all these ideas and enhancing his creativity. Like Eddie was like really like espousing the virtues of pot, whereas Phil was more of talking about how when he smokes pot, his life is tolerable. When he smokes pot, his relationship is tolerable.
Right.
It was really a trip because if I had known back then, I probably could have got high with him all the time.
Yeah.
Had a great fucking time. Yeah. We had a great time anyway. He was a really, really cool guy. I did a lot of fun shit with that dude. He took me out in his plane. He had a little plane.
Yeah,
it was a little single engine.
That's a lot of trust in someone, man. I've been in a couple of those little tiny planes, and it's scary.
I loved that dude. He was fun. He was really honest. Like, he would talk to you about all kinds of crazy shit. And he was up in this plane with me and showing me where to live. Like, showing me like good places to live. Like, this is good. It's like not as populated. It's a little more property. And then over here it's nice, very convenient. He took me up in his plane, showed me around.
Over here, way too many Persians.
He never said that. You're putting words in his mouth, son. But that was right before the end. It was so sad. It was really, the weirdest thing was after we all went to this sort of a memorial service.
Yeah.
And all the cast, we all went to Paul Simms' house, who is the creator of the show, the executive producer. And we were all like in shock. And, Paul goes, Joe, you can always talk. Like, why don't you say something? And I said, fuck, I don't even know what to say. I said he was a great guy. I enjoyed being around him. It's like I didn't even know what to say. Everything I said just sounded so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I saying? Why am I even talking here? We all just feel like shit. And do we even have some good stories? Let's see if we can remember some stories. But it was just like so crazy. It's like, what? He's dead. His wife shot him, and then she shot herself.
He just left.
He's just gone. Exited the world. He just blanked out of existence.